Hey, hey, hey. I'm so excited that I wanted to create this video and share it with you guys. I know that some of you are familiar, many are not. In 2012, I wrote and published a Christian children's book titled Camelot Meets Barkamathing. And I know that that's crazy, but in the story, it explains to you why he is named Barkamathing and how that came about. It is a story motivated by my own experiences and that of my kids, that allows you and your children to take a walk, to take a journey through a non-picture book that is very vivid in detail. It allows your kids to use their imagination, to create the story in their mind by their own gifts, their own talents, by listening. And it's effective. And the reason why I'm creating this video is because I have discovered how effective it is. Okay, I wrote this book in 2012. I did a book signing at a couple of places, and in October of 2012, I actually did a book signing at a church function, and we had the privilege of meeting Godson and World Rejects, which are two very popular Christian bands. And you may see them trend on Facebook or on Instagram or whatnot. And if you guys happen to see this video, I love you guys. I hope that you guys are doing awesome and amazing. Keep bringing the word of God through your music. I love that. But anyways, you guys, so I did a book signing and I actually have a copy. This one is signed by Godson, and the other copy that I have, sorry, I'm all in your face, and the other copy that I have is signed by World Rejects and the members of that group. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is these two books have been put away. Mind you, I wrote this book and published it in 2012. And these books have been put away in storage in a box, and they were in my garage. And I just recently this weekend had my grandbabies over, and I was cleaning out the garage and getting it ready for the holidays and pulling out, holiday decor and whatnot for the yard. And I came across my two books, and I, shamefully so, realized that my grandbabies have not been familiarized with my book. I have never read them my story. And that actually broke my heart. I was like, oh, look what Grandma found. And they're like, what? And so I go, look, it's my book. And they're like, your book? And I was like, I've never read to you my book. And I'm a great storyteller, you guys. And that's not going, I'm doing a great storyteller. I really am, because I have passion in delivering good stories and making sure that you feel like you are a part of whatever is happening, whether I'm with family during the holidays and I'm telling them a funny story, or I'm with my friends and I'm telling them, you are not going to believe what happened. And I have to use my hands and I go into detail. That's important to me because I want you to feel like you are in it. So I'm a great storyteller. So I was like, no, we are going to read this story. So we went inside and I sat at the table, and my grandbabies are in the age group for this book. I would say personally, I've read it to different age groups and wanted to kind of get a feel of age appropriateness. So I would say probably 4 or 5 to the age of 12 and 13. However, I want you to know that my kids have heard this story many times. I actually read it and reread it and reread it and edited it. And as I was writing this, and it took me, you guys, some time to write this book. It really did, because I wanted it to be, again, very detailed. Because it is a non-picture book. I wanted to be able to read or have it read to children, and they can visualize these characters, and they can visualize the events and the moments and what it looks like, and it works. And so I'm gonna go forward. So my grandbabies are in that age bracket. Okay, my youngest is 5. So we're sitting at the table, and I'm at one end, and my oldest is at the other, and then the 5-year-old is standing at the end of the table, and she's fiddling around. And I need you to know this, that my grandkids are those kids who have to be entertained. They want the latest and greatest toy, and gotta have it, throw a fit, throw themselves down in the aisle, kicking, screaming, I'm buying this toy, just so you can stop that attention getter. And they take it home, and it's exciting, and it's new, and it's, oh my God. And then 3 days later, if that long, it's in the pile, the big pile of all the millions of dollars that you spent on these amazing, gotta have toys. And it sits to collect dust, to never be touched again, unless the dog gets a hold of it and chews it, and then all of a sudden, bye toy! Yeah, okay. Those are my grandkids. So, and it's really important that I tell you that, because this is where I'm going. So we're sitting at the table, and I am reading this story, and my 5-year-old is standing at the end of the table, and she's tinkering all with what she's, but she's listening. And they're laughing, and they're giggling, and they're looking at each other going, and doing their face, and I'm in it. I am loving it. I am so animated and comical, and I've got all the sound effects and the faces, and I'm coming up, in the book, and I'm doing all that. And they are in this story. And my 5-year-old starts making her way around to the end of the table where I'm sitting reading this story. And her face is like right here. And she leans over and looks in the book, and her eyes are real big. And she looks at me, and she stands there the rest of the story. And my other grandbaby's at the end of the table, and they're laughing back and forth to each other and saying silly things, and not things that I say in the story they're repeating. And okay, they're even asking me questions, so I'm briefly going, yes, and still carrying on with the storyline. Okay, so when the story is over, they are just in love with this story. And my grandbaby says, Grandma, can I have this book? And I'm like, you don't have this book? Of course you can have this book. So I said, I'm even going to sign this book to you. So I go in and I write this little inscription in there and sign my name, Grandma. So she is so excited, and she's learning how to read, and she's learning the letters and, whatnot, and the sounds. And so she takes this book over to the chair, and she's got this book in her lap. And then she comes back over, and she's like, Grandma, this is a D, and this is a W, and this is an E, and this, and she's like, this word, I know this word. And she's like all in it. But they have, you should see their room. They've got 50 million books that their mama has, and she's built these, shelves on the wall and put these books in the shelves, and they don't pull those books out and read those books like that. And I'm not saying that because it's my book and I wrote this book. I'm excited that it's my book, but because of the delivery of the story and the excitement of the story and how they love the story, and they feel like they're a part of the story. So she is interested in this book. Let me tell you this, they stayed the weekend with me. It was Mom's birthday. And they stayed the weekend with me. And when Mom came to pick them up, they were so excited. They were telling Mom about the story and how we read Grandma's book. And she was sharing with her about the story. So when it was time for them to get ready to leave, Mom, she still has this book in her hand. So Mom takes the book and lays it on the TV stand or on the counter. And it says, okay, let's get your stuff together. And when they're getting it together, she keeps looking over at the counter to make sure that book is still there. And she's like, Mom, we can't forget my book. So she takes the book home with her, but she was so excited. She did not want to put this book down. And they were talking about the book, and the involvement is what I'm getting at. The way that it was back in the day when we had story time. So I just want to share with you what my plan is, what my new journey is. So again, I'm a great storyteller. So I figure the best time for story time is the holidays, because kids are out of school. Parents got a lot going on. They, need time to go grocery shopping, to make dinners, to make, goodies, to do holiday shopping, gift wrapping, whatever it is. So I have decided that I'm going to be the storyteller, and I'm actually going to have just like a brief little segment so that you guys can see the story. It's also available if you want to purchase it and you don't want to participate like this. You can pick it up on Amazon. My name is Julie Hamilton. I am the author. This is how you spell the book. Camelot meets Barkamathing. It's really kind of crazy. So if you Google it, you can look it up, you can purchase it online. But also I want to offer, and all the details will be coming. You'll have an application that you can fill out. And it'll tell you all the details if you want to participate. But I want to be the holiday storyteller, to where there's 3-hour segments where, you can drop your kids and know that they're safe and that they're having fun, that they're learning. And so I want to be able to offer this over the holidays. There'll be references available. I'm pretty well known. So you can ask a ton of people, as far as my character and values, morals, beliefs. I'm an open book. So you can, feel comfortable and safe with your kiddos. But anyway, so I just wanted to share this with you and let you know what's up and coming. And it's a really great story. And I think that your kids are going to love it. I know. And I'm sorry that it took me from 2012 to 2019 to discover that my very own grandbabies, have not had, the opportunity to, read or hear my story, and I don't even know why that is. I honestly thought at some point they did, yeah, but maybe not. I guess because when you write the book and the book goes out there, and it's not like one that you just purchase and it's hanging around, unfortunately. And the 2 copies that I had, again, they were signed copies, so I had them put away for safekeeping. But all in due time, and God has His way. So anyways, I wanted to share this with you, and I will be posting, pretty shortly, how to fill out the application and get signed up, and the time slots and the dates and all of that availability and how that's going to work. But anyways, I want to thank you for listening and taking part in this, and I love you. God bless you guys. Have a great day.